Well, hello everyone. Welcome Twitchers and YouTubers alike. We are streaming live, granted only on Twitch, sorry. YouTubers, you're catching this in a rebroadcast a video style. But anyway, both of y'all welcome in. I hope everyone has had a great weekend. And I'm going to say it, and I know I'm going to get booed and lettuced and tomatoed and all of that. Happy Monday. Ow, those tomatoes hurt. Anyway, we're going to kick this off. We have not flown this particular aircraft with this airline in quite a while. So I thought we'd haul out our ZIBO 737 and do some FedEx'ing in it up to Bloomington, Illinois, out of the super hub here in Memphis. Yes, this is actually a real this isn't fictional here, folks. FedEx does fly these, although I believe they belong to TNT or Atlantic something Airlines, basically TNT, and they fly Europe. A couple of them. I'm not certain of the number they have in the FedEx colors, but nonetheless, they do have some. Now, I have not heard, nor could I find anything that there's any 737-800s yet in the country flying for FedEx Express. Oh, there's some flying up out of Cincinnati for Amazon, but not for FedEx yet that I could find here in the States. Most all the flights, when they get down to this level of aircraft, actually it's still a couple of steps higher, they're in a 757. So, with all of that fanfare, folks, let's hop up in the office and get this girl going, shall we? All right. Hope that wasn't too dizzy there on you going around the aircraft like that. All right, we're up in the office, two-man crew. So let's make sure it's all powered up. To do that, I always make sure the parking brake's on. Now, we can't do with the ZIBO, we can't do anything with the radar. Now, first off, I do know Active Sky is out there. As I alluded to in another video, it appears since I don't have a key, and I really don't want to buy it for 11, I'm going to have to wait, which is fine, but it's good to hear that it's out. So, so we're on default weather, and you know, that's the way I like to fly. I like to fly this aircraft so you, the viewer, can actually see X-plane with little to no add-ons on it. So you can see what it's like out of the box. And then you can watch the other guys out there and see all the fun stuff you can buy. No, I eventually do want to put Active Sky on. It's one program that I let lapse, and hang on a second. There we go. And I wished I hadn't, so I could have kept up to date more. But, you know, things are as they are. So, all right, now, as I said, this is one of the things I like to do here. Let's show the good, the bad of X-plane. Now, there are some things that still haven't been corrected. They've been reported. And I'm assuming they're not planning to fix them because I haven't seen anything. And you can see a floating tower there, building across the way, parts of a tower floating here and there. Memphis is really bad for floating scenery, and I know there's others, just like Anchorage with the huge ski jump they have on 7 right. Will they fix it? I don't know. I'll be totally honest, folks. There was a really bad ski jump in Skagway we came across with the King Air. So who knows if they'll fix these anomalies or leave them to the people out there within the X-Plane community to correct them in scenery add-ons. Who knows? I don't even know if you can correct Anchorage and Skagway, though. Those are pretty horrific. But, you know, hey, whatever. Those are things we deal with. Anchorage is one of the places I do like to fly out of, and I've been kind of bummed I have to go back to 11, but you know what? 11 still looks dynamite, folks. You know, so when I have to do it, it's not like I got to go back to 11. Really? Come on. No, actually, I enjoy it. So, I mean, they're both the same. The only thing you lose is these three-dimensional volume clouds they have in 12. And if you get X-Plane or Active Sky 11, you get that with it. Anyway, but then you got to buy an extra piece. So, but anyway, enough of that. Let's get in here and get this thing loaded up and rolling, shall we? Checklist wise, like I said, we're already powered up. If you come up to the top, well, as you can tell, the LCDs are on. There's your telltale sign when am I powered up or not there, George? If you see lights and the monitors lit up, guess what? Probably have some power to the plane. And we're on the external power right now. Fuel pumps are off. And we're showing ground power on our AC/DC meter. And yes, Hawker 125, play your AC/DC music. Bad Attitude, B4 Attitude, welcome in. We are in one of your favorite planes, I think. Except not in the right colors, probably. But, you know, hey, a 737 is a 737, no matter what the skin looks like. All right, so we're powered up here. Let's go up top. And what we're going to do, first thing I do, folks, when I get ready to align. Uh-oh, what are we guessing here? Bad Attitude. Okay, well, while we're waiting on that, let me also take care of a little business here. There we go. Ooh, you're beta testing the A318. Nice. I am trying to get my hands on the Tolless A320 and falling short of figuring out where this little booger is, because I'd like to fly that tomorrow. So, hold off. Ah, but I want to fly the Neo. I actually don't know the difference between a Neo and a CEO, other than the fact the CEO is the one that hits me upside the head behind me. But anyway, that's a different story for a different time. But anyway, all right, so first thing I do, though, when I'm getting ready to align the IRS system in here, I switch over to, have I heard of X Bureau? No. So I go to heading status. Once I'm in that position, you'll see why here in a second. Then we go to align, tells you how long. And we make sure we see on BAT, or I'm sorry, on DC here, on BAT's Airbus, of course. Never heard of that there, Bad Attitude. And then once we're in a line, move them to nav. And then that's all you got to do up here. They are starting or making an A318. They're about to start on a 319 and gonna do all of the A320 series. Very nice. I will keep my head watching for that. Okay, so we're in all free. Now that's a word I like. Now hopefully though the quality comes up. Well, it's hard to compare when you have Tolless. I mean, that's like over in the PMDG world trying to say a default 737. This is awesome, it's free, and then you've got the PMDG stuff you got to pay for. Okay, I will take a look at it there, Bad Attitude. We'll definitely give it a look and see what we think. All right, so we're in alignment. Let's keep going down the line. So hang on. Do I need to fuel yet? No. Cab and IFE are both on. Supply and exhaust are both in normal. Emergency lights armed. And let's see, collision light off. That is your red lights, by the way, folks. Just so if you're unaware with this plane. Window heats are on, probe heats are off, and we need to put in a ref, and then we should be getting close here. So coming down here, let's pull up one of our, oh, we can't, I forget. That's one of the only bummer things here, folks. You don't have a pop-out FMC. Probably could if I get that utility where I can pop it out, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, nav data 23 Feb to 22 Mar. Good. All looks good. We are in the Super Hub for FedEx. And today is the 13th. Now, what I do here, folks, since you have two different GPSs, odd days I use the left side, even days I use the right. Huh, can print out METARs. Hey, that's pretty cool. I think you can do that in TOLUS. I just haven't yet delved into the McDo like I need to. So today, what was it? Today is the 13th, so we'll go here, previous, and set that in as our alignment IRS. Okay, come over here, put Memphis up here, KBMI. Flight plan is airline flight is FedEx 811. Okay, now, this is a very difficult flight plan, folks. I'm going to warn you, it's going to take a little bit. Might break a sweat, not sure yet. All we got to put in here is C. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I almost screwed it up, folks. Oh, my goodness. OHULO. Why am I not doing a co-route? Company route, because there isn't a company route for this. It's not the same as the Airbuses. Let's see, CRELL, and that is going to be J71. To Centralia, ENL. Okay, we'll activate. Told you folks, might break a sweat on that one putting all that in. Okay, so we'll now go to departure. Looking at yes, I can, and put it in flight plans and load it down. I do know that. With three items to put in, that's why I don't. Let's see here. Now, if we go to, folks, the DATIS for this airport, and that is found at this website, you'll find, I believe they are still using 36 center and 27. I believe. Let me double check. And our IRS just aligned, by the way, folks. Okay, so we got simulated approaches to 3-6 right and 2-7. Departing 3-6 center, 3-6 right, and 2-7. 18 right and 3-6 left are closed. Ah, okay. But yeah, we're going to go ahead with the wind that we have. Currently 360 at 9. The shorter taxi to 2-7, folks. Actually, in this case, yeah, it's still shorter because you got to go all the way down a 10 to 12,000 foot runway for here, taxi over to 2-7. So we'll select 2-7 and of course, oh, that's right, self. Transition OHULO, correct. All in, back to route. All right, so what I'm going to do now, step through it real quick, make sure them wily dispatchers there get it right. Let's see, step. Okay, so there's our departure. Gonna pull. Okay, so hang on, what's 2-7? To Betty. Okay, so it is going right. Then you can just kind of look at your flight, see how it's going, make sure there's no fixes in between. I hate airways like that. Yeah, there's no fixes. Okay, cool. And then we'll work on the arrival here in a minute. It's going to be probably runway 2, so. And that's it, folks. All right, so we're back to Memphis. Hey, let me pull out just for a second here, do this. Punch up a little, come back in. All right. Okay, so we know the route looks good to this point. Being that it's only 330-ish miles, I am going to go ahead and throw an arrival. Well, no, I better not, because right now O'Hare is not, or Chicago is not up. Not to say they won't. They may throw a curveball at me. Okay, so let's go back to route and go to, first off, route copy. Okay, all set. And Jeffrey B., that's the project. FBI 914's print script in is pretty nifty. Oh, okay. Well, we'll check it out, like I said. But it's broke right now. Okay. All right. Okay, so we need to start fueling. Okay, we got our fuel load in. While we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at the flight right now. All right, so here you go, folks. You can kind of see it right up there by the word loadout is Bloomington. So it gives you an idea. Terre Haute Tower is up. Wow. Okay. That's one you don't expect to see a lot. All right. So let's do the loadout here real quick. 100. Okay. Yes, it's a cargo plane. ZIBO doesn't have the aircraft set up to just do cargo. So we use passengers in the place of cargo. Now, does that mean 166 pieces in there? Well, it could be at 100, what, 210, I think is what it figures at. Could. But anyway, 41,221 is what we're looking for in the payload. Actually, what I look for is this right here, that where ZFWs match. Okay, and then I'm putting 14,178 pounds in the wing tanks. Well, probably maybe some in the center, and we'll be on a cost index of 85. Okay, so pretty simple flight here. We go ahead and close out for a second. Let's take a look here. We don't have an ATIS here. Okay. There's our METAR for Memphis currently as of coming up on 45 minutes ago. 3:30 at 12, 10 miles. Like I said, if you go to the D-ATIS, you'll find what the runways are, what the actual ATIS is. And I think this must pull when VATSIM has an ATIS out. That's all I can figure, because that's the only time I see an ATIS. Okay, and then just for now, BMI, currently also about 45 or so minutes ago, 320 at 14, not much change. However, we have an overcast layer at 2500, temperature 1 degree Celsius. So folks, it's right at the freezing point. So we're going to have to be mindful. See if we run into some icing issues again. Hopefully not. And then finally, it is in the American Airlines format for SimBrief. And I'm really starting to like this one. Because what it does, what is a little bit more difficult in both the default and the other ones, it actually right here shows the route they're using in SimBrief to Chicago, our alternate. Whereas you got to kind of hunt and peck through it to figure it out on the flight plan page. So it makes it right up, right front and center. Then your ATC, then your fixes, then you come down here to your fuel. But just before that, you get a lot of information here, like your cost index. Well, the cost index is right there, but you get a lot, like there's your altitudes and so forth. So it's a really, to me, really good planning tool. So in the American format, I really like the American Airlines format there. All right, we're going to give it a try. You all know that the troubles we have seems to be when we're streaming. We'll see if it comes to life. Oh, it did. Look, we got the live map. All right. And now Terre Haute's not showing. Oh, no, there it is. Yes, it is. All right, so only center we have up is Atlanta, it looks like. And that may be POSCON, not sure, but it sure looks green to me. Hard to tell. All right, so let's pull this away. And hang on a second. There it goes. All right, so you can see our payload is close, but it got us to the 36 or 136,000 on the 0 fuel weight. Fuel weight's loaded up, and yeah, we're ready to go. See if, oh wait, I'm on the wrong page. See if this has changed. May or may not have. So it's a work in progress here with ZIBO, and this is version 3 or V3.55. I think I'm back 1 or 2. So, all right, Memphis is again 330. I stand corrected. No, they have not. Oh, 360 at 19 or 9? 9. And down here in Memphis, it is a balmy 8 degrees Celsius. You like how I hold that out there for you guys? 30, 20. All right, so 30. And to put it in inches, you got to go with the decimal, folks. There you go. Optimum, flaps, uno, AC on, yes and no. We do not have the page yet. Okay. That was worth a try. All right, so let's plug in now to the FMC, shall we? So we're planning 14.2. I'm going to put 14.1 here. 0 fuel weight, right on the numbers. Our reserve. I didn't write that down, dang it. Let me do a quick figuring my way. Let's see, 35, so 3.5. 7.0. Go with it. 7. Cost index, we said 85. And we're going to do 35,000. Which for this short of a run, that could even be a challenge. Wins 282. Oh, 72. All right. Now, for this section, folks, what I do, I have a couple of other programs I run. Professional Flight Planner X. Now, granted, it's more suited to flight sim, Microsoft style, even maybe more FSX than the rest, but it does do the rest. But the numbers come out pretty close. But with that, you can export to another utility called TopCat. And that's what we're going to bring into the fray here. So hang on. Where are you, TopCat? There you are. All right. It's a pretty simple, straightforward program, folks. You fill in your information. Okay, everything looks good here. Then go over to the takeoff page. Click Update right away. It's going to put in the current winds, temp, and millibars for your altimeter and translate it. Okay, now we know we have a dry runway, and if you do have any of these, feel free to use them. I just stick with NOAA. However, those of you with Active Sky X and stuff, you see it's there to pull from it. So you can get even more with what the actual sim is running. Okay, we're on an 8,900-foot runway, slight slope downward, and looking good. And we'll run with engine ice only. Compute. That's simple, folks. All right, but the big thing for this page is we're looking right here. It wants us at TO2. So move it to TO2 as active. Up here in the select SEL and then the outside air temperature, we're going to use this value right here, 38. And then it sets our climb. We can decide if we want to climb 1 or climb 2. All we're doing here, folks, is instead of running it at maximum power, we're pulling back to try to save a little bit of wear and tear on the engine to get it closer and closer to the, so it doesn't break down as often. If you keep, because folks, you can actually, here, let me show you. Well, no, it won't, because we can actually go over 100% on it. You hear that in the movies. Give me 105% there, Scotty. Okay, I can't. Well, give it to me anyway. This aircraft can. All of them can with these bypass engines. So we pull back to save wear and tear on them. Climb 2 is the same thing. In the climb, we don't have to push them as hard. It'll just nose over and, climb at the speed recommended by the cost index. I'll do climb 2. All right. Click on CG, go to page 2. Put in your wins. You got it right there, 360 at 9. Oh, wait, you're not seeing this with TopCat. Okay, so you'll put your wins in. Then you'll put your runway slope and heading in. You got your slope here and your heading right above it. And then what I do is come back and fill it out. Yeah, I keep forgetting this covers it up. And we're going to zoom in so you can see this. All right, let me back it up. Okay, here's our perf page we did. Oh, I did that wrong. N1 limits. So we set TO2, climb 2 at 38. Actually, that automatically went there. Now we set the CG by just clicking there. Then we go to next page. Okay, runway heading 273. Yeah, I don't know. Figuring all of that up real quick in my head doesn't work well. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, wouldn't you know, Memphis came up. I'll deal with them later. All right, so slope is down 0.4. And our heading 273. Okay, we're set. All right, let me go back. I'm going to take a real quick run and find out if I can find it quickly. If I can't, we're not going to worry about the IS. Okay, not seeing it yet. Okay, I'll have to look for it another time because it's not standing out at all. P05. Somehow I don't think I can put that in there. That's deviation anyway. All right, well, we're going to just keep going. Not sure what 8 degrees Celsius is. Let's see. Here, I'll just do it this way. 8 degrees. All right, so 8 degrees will be, call it 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And I don't like that. So hang on, we're going to delete and execute and move on. We'll find it another way, folks. All right, so we have finished the referencing. A lot of people don't go to this page. I do, just because I like filling it in. I'd like to put the ISA in, but I know 113 degrees is not what it is. All right, so we pull TopCat again. I think it's flaps 1. Yeah, flaps 1. All right, now I'm going to bring TopCat back in. All right. So what we're looking for is, are our speeds pretty close to this? And that's, what I generally try to use TopCat for. All right, and I have yet to pull it in. There it goes. All right, TopCat shows 147, 149, 153. Okay, remember those. So 147, we're 2 knots pretty much off throughout. So that's not bad. We'll just go with what's given to us. And then we'll turn it off. And that, folks, gets the FMC set up. Like I said, we're aligned. So we'll come back up top and get a couple things done up here on this board. Get to the position. Stall warning's hard to hear. Passenger, actually, let me see if I can turn that up. Okay, passengers normal, oxygen 3 greens, we're off. Looks good. Service interphone off. Good. Coming down, all our switches are guarded. Navs are in normal. Okay, let's do a crossfeed check real quick. We're just going to turn it. Should go light blue. Bring it back. Should go out. Perfect. And we're ready for the APU. Okay, there goes the APU starting up. All right, and just waiting for this blue light right here to light off. When it does, we can turn on the generator. All right, bringing the plane on the APU gen now. All right, and they can disconnect at any time now. All right. Okay, that stays off, 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 just coming down. Okay, Bloomington is, where are you? 871. It will set that, we're 35,000 is our flight level. We'll run at 36. And I think we have the overhead all set, ready to go. Let's go to APU. Okay, APU bleeds on, and we are ready. Oh, I wanted to go here. All right, speed, we said 154. All right, and initially, since it looks like 5,000. All right, and I think we're ready there. That doesn't get hit yet. And fuel flow. Okay, that looks good. All right, we're ready to start up. I got to get on center's frequency or whoever pinged me. Yeah, center. Landing gears down 3 green. Speed brakes down, flaps up. And engine start levers down in the cutoff. Parking brakes set. And we can now turn on, we'll go ahead and turn them on. We'll see if they're going to be a problem. The yaw dampers. Just wondered.
Slide slower. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
All right, I guess that's all it gives. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Well, I really hate when they make that runway change like that. I know they're trying to help, but oh, it's a long taxi. All right, let's get everything.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm door standby for all calls.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
The chair of captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. We'll get you there as soon as we can, and as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. As a reminder, your carry-on luggage must fit securely underneath the seat in front of you or in one of the overhead compartments. If you are having trouble with the carry-on luggage, please don't.
All right, well, let's see what the ATIS here says, because I'm sure they dropped the 2.7 stuff. Okay, advise we have C. All right. All right. Oh, there it is. Fifth. Like, where is my squawk? All right. Well. I have a feeling I'm watching traffic here. I'm not going to get my request. All right, so we'll see. Switch into engines. It looks like I don't have to call for push and start.
Memphis, good day. Delta 12 69.
Delta 1269, Memphis Center, roger.
Memphis ground FedEx 811 at FedEx. Request push and start with Charlie.
FedEx 811, Memphis Center, push and start your discretion, advise ready to taxi.
Push and start at our discretion. We'll call for taxi. FedEx 811. Okay.
FedEx 348, climb and maintain flight level 380.
On.
Climb maintain flight level 380, FedEx 348 Heavy.
Walker 3092, I'll point out Wilson Air to you when you get a little bit closer. It'll be at the corner of Yankee and Alpha if you have the chart up.
Yeah, I do. I'm turning here, right?
Walker 3092, affirmative, right turn on taxiway. Alpha be your next right on the taxiway.
All right, folks. Sorry it's taken so long here. Let's get the push back
Looks
real
like I'm
quick.
coming up to runway 927.
Walker 3092, roger. Taxiway Alpha is just before that. Looks like you turn into a signature there. Are you able to get back on November?
I am, okay. I actually got really good graphics here. I'm just not reading the letters very well.
Walker 3092, roger. Yeah, it'll be your next right turn, and then I'll be Alpha.
Got it now, thanks.
Ground Access, time advised. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Delta 9 Echo Foxtrot Heavy, Memphis Center, roger.
Memphis Center, Southwest 3176, 236, Center, Hotel, ready for departure. Correction, Romeo.
Southwest 3176, R&A to Beetle, runway 36, Center, clear for takeoff.
R to Beetle, runway 36, Center, clear for takeoff, Southwest 3176.
This is the long part, folks, waiting on the pushback.
Digital aircraft Memphis, tower information, Delta current, altimeter 3020. Walker 3092, do you have the ramp area in sight? It's right there at the corner, just ahead and to your right.
I do. It looks like the second entrance works best.
Walker 3092, roger that. You have your right turn into the ramp, your discretion there.
3092, thanks for all your help. Appreciate it.
No problem. Southwest 3176, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000. When able, squat mode, Charlie.
Grounded cockpit, towers driving left.
16,000, Southwest
Thought I
3176.
did that. I'm sitting here waiting on her, and I haven't heard a thing out of her.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
All right, folks, sorry for that little delay there. Thought I had the pushback vehicle coming, and boy, was I wrong.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, so now we're ready to push. Packs off. Leads on, fuel's on. Do I have center tank fuel? No. All right, brakes off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Southwest 3176, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Flight level 360, Southwest 3176.
All right, light off. Okay, we're just waiting for it to spool up. It looks like it's stabilized, so I'm going to go ahead and put that one on the gen.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Memphis Center, Southwest 3176. Can we step away for about 3 minutes?
Southwest 3176, clear direct Sawmill VOR, Sierra Whiskey Bravo, and approved as requested.
Sierra Whiskey Bravo, Southwest 3176.
Okay.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
All right, all checklist items should be completed. Okay, 3020. All set, and let's go to continues. All right, we are ready to taxi. Memphis ground, FedEx 811 at the FedEx ramp, request taxi, runway 27.
FedEx 811, contact Memphis approach 125.8 for your taxi.
Roger, over to approach, FedEx 811. Memphis approach, FedEx 811's push back at FedEx with Delta, request taxi to 27.
FedEx 811 order 27 taxi via Sierra Victor.
Sierra Victor to 27, FedEx 811. All right, we're finally underway, folks. Holy mackerel. overall, folks, even though you got the hanging scenery and all, looks good here in Memphis. Even though it is kind of funny to see the scenery and all hovering like it does. Alright folks, well I hope you're enjoying the stream. I saw Bad Attitude put in something about the ISA, so when I get to the end of the runway I'll see where and how to put that in. Okay, let's see if we can stay straight enough here. I think we will. Let's take a look right now. Oh, quick way to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, double it, add 30. Okay. Got a little faster than I wanted here, folks. Alright, so doubling it would be 86. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, from Celsius, okay. I was gonna say. Alright, yeah, see, if I'm like adding that in my head real quick here, and I went, oh, that's a little hefty. So obviously it's the other way, Celsius to Fahrenheit. All right. All right, so oh man. Oh, nice 777 sitting over there in the FedEx lot. So actually, my mental conversion in my head was pretty close to that on that earlier one. All right, let's get in here. Otherwise, we're going to be behind schedule for takeoff. All right, engine start, auto brakes to reject. We're ready to go, I think, here.
FedEx 811, the Memphis 134.010, gust 21 right 27, clear of takeoff.
FedEx 811 copies, cleared for takeoff 27.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. Let me check my FMC real quick. Maybe there's a message not responded to. Nope, everything's there, just being a pain. Okay. Oh, I know why.
$80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate. $400. $1,000.
FedEx 811, ready to contact, here's altitude passing.
FedEx 811 passing 1700 for 5,000.
FedEx 811, roger, cleared right to Betty, climb 1816,000.
Cleared to Betty up to 16,000 for FedEx 811. There we go, folks. We're on our way. A little shaky on that takeoff. I think that crosswind was really playing with me. And we can get this turned off. Flaps are up. Landing gear off. And, oh, I didn't turn the clock on. Okay, and auto brakes, engine starts to auto. We'll do that a little higher than what we are. Nice wing shot there.
FedEx 811, contact Memphis Center 133.65.
133.65 for center, FedEx 811. Memphis Center, FedEx 811, back with you, climbing through 8,200 for 16,000.
FedEx 811, Memphis Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Continue to flight level 350 for FedEx 811.
And for FedEx 813, any chance for 5,000?
FedEx 813, affirmative, descend and maintain 5,000.
Okay, leaving 7,000, FedEx 813.
$10,000, lights off. Keep that on. Do some advertising for the birds up here. Anyway, folks, we're on our way. I don't think Bloomington has a... Nope, didn't think they did. But we're on our way. Bloomington looks good right now. And still trying to build our speed up. Trying to find that FedEx where they're coming from. Kind of shocked you released us quick. I do not see the 813, huh? Interesting. All right, well, you know, can't find them, not going to worry about them. Let me make sure. All right, so rain on this one. Come over here. We'll put weather on this one. And really, folks, there is no weather other than clouds between here and Bloomington. Appears their weather is very close to what ours looks like, just colder. Which is what I remember in the truck. It would be kind of foggy, icky. It's a very prolific weather term there, icky. Day headed that way, so we are on RNAV, right? LNAV, VNAV, yeah. And Memphis would have been hang on a second. I think they're 17.4. That's the bad thing about RNAV departures. They don't usually give you a lot of data. $17.5. I would have been very close, folks. Alright folks, I just realized I muted myself when I coughed and forgot to come off. I don't know how long I was muted. My apologies. Yeah, oh well. These things...
Listen to anything Southwest 1428, descending through flat 228.
Southwest 1428 Memphis Center, ident.
Oh, we need to get these radios set better.
Descending Southwest 1428.
Southwest 1428, radar contact 20 miles northwest of Livingston. Descend via Paisley for arrival, landing north transition, Nashville altimeter 3016.
Done by the Paisley 4 landing north transition, altimeter 3016, Southwest 1428.
Southwest 3176. Fort Worth and Houston centers are closed, frequency change approved.
Southwest 3176. See you.
Alright, so...
Mitchell Aircraft, Memphis Center stepping away for 30 seconds.
I'd like to step away until I get to Bloomington. No. Don't think they'll let me. Let me do this. Pulling up some toolkit. And so yeah, you can see where we are now in relation to the aircraft out here. And really no radar returns whatsoever coming in ahead of us. Top of climb should be just before CRELL. Top of descent just past Centralia. So just and you can see we're now 39 minutes out. Let me, little quick thing here with Sim Toolkit. It's going to show probably, yeah, last flight flown with it. We'll do that. Alright, so you can see I can do my charts right here, folks. Now I use the VFR chart only because it, you know, when I'm going to be flying Europe like I will be tomorrow, there's a more mountainous region, so I can see better on what I'm flying over. It you know, the Hyatt is just, it's flyover, folks. There's nothing meant to be on it to tell you what's below you. It's just meant to show your routing. All right, so let's okay, so our current weather for Arrival. Let me flip that off. That'll be coming up here in a
Now that's 1428, contact Nashville approach 119.35.
Nashville approach 119.35, flight Southwest 1428.
Over 1269, Kansas City Center is closed, frequency change approved.
Roger, going to Unicorn, thanks very much for the service. Have a nice day, sir.
You as well.
Memphis Center, United 1830.
Okay, in the chat box is the METAR.
United 1830, Memphis Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
330 at
Maintain
14,
flight level 370, United 1830.
10, and an overcast layer at 2400, temperature freezing. Literally. And our altimeter 3017. Okay, not yet. All right, so with that information in hand, let's pull up flights here on. This is the charts program, by the way, folks, superimposed on Sim Toolkit. If I would do it right, it doesn't work that way. Okay. I was thinking I could do it on my charts program. It'd reflect on charts inside there. It does not. Okay.
Memphis Center, JetBlue 1632 in aerospace.
JetBlue 1632, Memphis Center, ident.
Ident, JetBlue 1632.
JetBlue 1632, radar contact 25 miles northeast of Razorback.
5 miles east of Razorback, JetBlue 1632.
Okay, now if you were watching
JetBlue 1632, clear direct RNet.
I've got us now going slightly off course to Decatur, and then, well, actually it's called Ader, I think. Hang on, I gotta find Aders. A-D-D-E-R-S. AXC is the identifier, and it's gonna take us right to the localizer. And if you notice down here, it loaded it. I kind of like that part. Here's our alternate, by the way, although you can't put the route in for it. That's, you know, here nor there. All right, folks, so there you go. Real quick, ILS. So off of Centralia, we'll go direct to AXC, and that is approximately 33 miles to Hupad, SIG-IG, and then in. All right, real quick on the arrival brief, ATIS 135.35. I have to figure out what I got to turn off, folks, to make that work. It never works inside the sim. 28.75. Oh, St. Louis Approach has them? Holy mackerel. Common traffic is 124.6 and ground. Okay, so we're going to dial in 1155, course 21 at SIG-IG, 2,500 feet on glide path, and our decision height altitude 1,067 on the altimeter, 200 above the ground. Should we have to go missed approach, we're heading to Pontiac VOR. Radial 214, and we're going to hold at 3,000, it looks like.
Southwest 1515, Memphis Center, coming out about 3 out of 5, just a little bit scratchy, a little weak.
AX is 17.2, we'll fly 347 to Hupad. There, we're going to join the localizer at 12 miles out and follow it in. SIGIG at, what did we say, 2,500 feet? Should be on the glide path at that point, and then track it on in. All right, here's our vertical profile, descending down to 3,000 at HUPAD, down to 2,500 at SIGIG. Then our 3%, I'm sorry, that threw me off, 3.9. Really?
American 3210, descend and maintain flight level 330.
And I'm believing we'll be right around 740 to 800 feet a minute. Okay.
Sir, I got a question for you. Can I go eat dinner? I'm going to disconnect from the network and pause the game, and then I'll log back on once I'm done. Is that possible?
JetBlue 1632, affirmative. Just let me know when you're reconnected.
Alright, I'll let you know when reconnected, JetBlue 1632.
Alright, so 1067 is our minimum altitude. 200 AGL, 40 on the ORVR, or 3/4 of a mile visibility. Revisiting our METAR. Pilot Boy 152, welcome aboard. I'm doing great, I hope you are. I am excited to get that NEO. Don't know a lot about it.
813, Indianapolis Center is closed. Frequency change approved.
Okay, changing to 22.8. Thanks for all your help.
So I am really looking forward to it.
American 3210, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Yeah, I just want to get my hands on it for tomorrow's flight. But Mike is on the zone. All right, so
1830,
get rid
Indianapolis
of
Center is
this.
closed. Frequency change approved.
Go to Unicom, United 1830. Have a good day.
Okay, get that set to 10. Finish off our climb here, folks, and then I should be getting close to exiting. Yep, we are. Top of climb, and then a little further. All right, folks, so again, we'll be going from here to Decatur. Let's go ahead and get that set in here. Okay, our localizer will be, actually we need okay, there's Centralia. X is 117.2.
Memphis Center, good evening, sir. German Airlines 4940 Heavy, flight level 380.
German Airlines, German Airlines 4940, Memphis Center, roger.
That's me go.
Correct me, German Airlines 4940 Heavy.
And Hawker 125, welcome in. Glad to see you out there. Hope your day is going well. Oh, your day is done. Hope it's going well. All right, so what we're going to do is go ahead, so I don't forget to set up for this. Engine ice on, wing ice on.
And Memphis Center, good evening, November 844 X-Ray Sierra, flight level 280.
November 844 X-Ray Sierra, Memphis Center, roger.
All right, we're getting closer, folks.
FedEx 811, Kansas City Center is closed. Frequency change approved.
FedEx 811 copies over to Unicom. Thanks for the ATC. Have a great day.
You as well.
I'll be taking my test tonight. Well, good luck to you, Hawker. I'm taking my test too here. Can I bring ZIBO in marginal icing conditions? Actually, do we have any air meds up? Where is my flight break? Okay, ILS 29. Alright, runway 2929, apron Gulf, okay. Alright, not worried about that. We're not coming in on 20 touchdown. I'm not seeing any air mets, but I'll check one other thing here. Okay, not seeing any. So let's go the other way. Sky vector, layers, and icing. Ha! Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we may be running into some ice. Alright. Cool. We'll see how that translates out to the ground, folks. Get some SIGs up here. All right, and then we're going to Decatur. All right, there we go. No, we're not taking a Victor Airway there. Sky Vector, be nice. There we go. All right, folks, so we are on our way. Now, bad attitude, how much time do I have here? Oh, we need to put this in. All right, so we're going to go to departure arrival page right here. Sorry, it's kind of in a horrible place with the sun. We'll click arrival, ILS-2 off of AXC, execute. Excuse me. Back to route. And legs. There we go. And fuel, yeah, we are slightly into our reserve of 6.7. All right, and altitudes. Let's make sure those are good. Up at 3,000. Oh, this has us doing the hold. $2,500? Yep. Okay. Next page. Way too cool. Radius 62. Okay, yeah, we're looking good. All right, so we've got it programmed in now, and we're ready to go. The cool thing is, folks, we're going to pretty much fly direct. We're already picking up AXC, so technically I could go direct and start my descent quicker, but like I said, look at the line here. You follow the magenta line. Here, let me turn off terrain. See, if we just follow it, we're pretty much coming right off onto it. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. So, so yeah, down to 3,100 feet is what we'll set. Top of descent now. $44 miles. All right. Okay, now one thing I do want to show before we go the other route with it. Let's go back here. Let's go to performance landing. We're going to have the landing runway 2. Going to bring us in. METARs don't show that. Let me check. You know what? Let's do it this way. Hang on a second. Hold that thought there, folks. Another neat feature we can use TopCat for. Alright, let's go to landing up here. Runway 2. Update. Oh wait, I don't think it's going to show what I want here. It's not showing the NOTAMs, dang it. Disregard that thought. All right, BMI. Okay, runway's dry. Okay. Wind. .330 at 14. At 14. Temperature goose egg. And 3017. Okay, we're going to do flaps 30. And I'm going to add 5 to my VREF. All right, so 146, 161, one tool says. Oh, wait a minute. Did I? Oh, landing weight, landing weight. All right, landing weight, estimating 143.5. There's what we're looking for. All right, so here's our estimated landing weight. VREF 30 plus 5 is 153. Pretty close to what TopCat was saying. And shows our auto braking. 1 and 2 is too long. Max Auto will put us way back here, so we're about 3/4 of the way down. Again, remember folks, this is an 8,000 foot runway. So I'm going to eat up quite a bit of it. In metrics, that is... It doesn't say. I'm not about to do the calc, folks. Forget it. I'm not doing it. You guys can. No, thank you. I think it's like 1.61 not for each nautical mile, or never mind. So there you go. There, we'll just leave that up. Top of descent is now 18 miles out, so we'll set 3,000. Okay, now to make this descent, there's a couple of ways to do it. You can do altitude intervene, like say we were on Indianapolis Center and they told us to start descending now. Boom, altitude intervene, or first off, switch over, okay. Or you can come down, go to your, here, let's do it over this way. Go to VNav, get one more page, so just next page, and then descend now. Go, it's going to do it automatically, but we'll do it. And there it goes, starting down. It's almost on profile, folks. Okay. And then X. Actually, I am going to set up for a Cat. I can't, because it's not a authorized Cat 3 arrival. Or, as Hawker recommends, push the stick forward. That's your third way. All right, we are now in our descent. Let's do some descent checks here. Engine starts are there. Fasten seatbelts never turned off. We do have our lights off, right? Yeah. And we'll get the wing lights at Decatur. I'm going to go ahead and roll this back one. And I am going to turn terrain off and put weather on. Even though there's no reported weather. Also, now I will give Boeing, this is something I wish I, and if you can in the Airbus, let me know, folks, because I sure can't figure it out. I can preset my altimeter. The little things. But I really like this. So it's preset here, so when I click standard, it's going to set it to 3017. Yes, actually FedEx has them in Europe, flying out of Liege with TNT. I have not heard of any in the States as of yet, but TNT, last I heard, FedEx bought them, but I haven't heard if they kept them. I don't know that. But yes, they do have some. Now in the States, you'll find 737-800 freighters with Amazon. I think Southern Air had them, and then they became part of Atlas and all of that. So that's as much as I know of that. But yes, the 737s, you can Google them and see them. I think there's a handful of them out of Liege. And that's the airline ASL. Actually, I think it's Western Atlantic or something like that. That's on the tail of one of them. This one I have ASL. Yes, I know. I should probably get rid of the satellite dome in the back, but you know, hey. All right, let's see. Okay, we're slowing up. All right. And we're going to probably need welcome in, Nico. Appreciate you coming aboard. Hope you like what you hear, and if you do, I'd love you to click follow, but not a requirement here, but sure love to. Yeah, there's a hawker in the wings that likes the MD-11s too. I have been flipping the coin from time to time and thinking about purchasing the 57s. Would have been great because that's what really flies this route. But I have the 767 and they're the same aircraft, just shorter ranges. I get it. I just haven't pulled the trigger, and now with the Tolus Neo out there on the horizon, I am really tempted on that one. A320 Neo is supposedly coming soon. I've been seeing previews and I'm like, I'd like to fly it myself. Can't find a link. Yeah, you tell him there, Hawker. He's anti-Airbus, I'm anti-MD-11. All right, we're about to punch in. Can't say Airbus is a plane. I actually enjoy them. I mean, you know, I used to be a naysayer on them until I started flying them again. You know, I enjoy flying them, man. They are fun. Very stable. I don't have hardly any. I mean, it's just unreal. All right, so here we go. See how it went right to 3017? That is my only big thing I like about Boeing's that I could give. It's too simple. Well, yeah, sometimes simple is good. All right, let's dial down here to 20 and let's get ready to hit the clouds. Anti ice systems on. All right. Actually, I think I still have spoilers out. I do. Okay, coming off Axe. I am looking at, what is it? 347. Okay. And then down here, let's go ahead and queue up 11155. That being the localizer. Okay. Now, you can actually take over speed, folks, in this plane. Imagine flying Microsoft Flight Sim in 00. I have done it in past products, FSX and Century of Flight. Don't own the latest and greatest one from them. Okay, wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, I think I know what happened. Okay. All right, here we go. Time to intervene on speed. I'm going to go ahead and get a slowing to 220. Okay. All right, let's see what the beastie does here going into the clouds. All right, there's 220. Close enough, and let's let her start coming down. All right, let me get ready. Let's go ahead and switch over. And we need heading 021. All right, so we are now set up. We're coming down. We're going to intercept slightly back of Hubbard, it looks like here on the display. And we are beginning to enter the clouds. And no, I do not have active sky yet. ITXN, is that what we're ITXN? Alright, we're on the nav with it, on the glide slope with it. That's always good. And we're through 7,000. I need lights. Bloomington traffic, FedEx 811. About 10 miles from intercepting the localizer, runway 2. Okay, we're going to actually set for 180. Okay, let me go ahead and cue approach. All right, back to me. Enter me. Let's go flaps 5. All right, we're about 21 miles out. All right, folks, we're about to grab the ILS. I don't have it for 11 yet. I haven't tried it in 11. Boy, did I love it back in Century of Flight. That's how far back when I last used it, and boy, was it amazing. Well, the good thing is, looks like we broke out of what was supposed to be a 2,500-foot overcast deck at 3,000. So, it's somewhat improving here. And let's get our auto brake set up to 3. Distance 15 miles.
1,000 to go.
2,500.
Gonna hold it up at 3,000. All right, let's try this one more. No, guess we're not. I thought I had it. Okay, and top cat said 160. Ah, got a runway in sight out there, folks. Bloomington traffic, FedEx 811 on the ILS, runway 2, approximately 8 miles out, gear down. Okay, 3 green, flaps 15. VREF 148. Alright, we're going flaps full. Okay, the wind's off my nose to the left, 17 knots, okay. Alright folks, if you haven't done it yet, Iron Condor, welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us. And hope you're having a great day. Now I'm going to go ahead and take over. Otto's had all the fun. Here we go. Original Godspeed, welcome aboard too. Glad to have you all aboard. See if we can bring ZIBO in. Looks like the forecast of 2,500 overcast was over-exaggerated.
1,000.
Negative, we do not have active sky. I like that out of Iron Condor. I predict a -1. Oh, getting a little high, a little high. All right, we are stable. Landing. Iron Condor, appreciate the subscribe there. Thank you so much, sir.
300.
Now let's see if I can't do a -1 for you.
200.
Pressure's on.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, may not have got a -1, but I think I hit the landing area pretty good.
$80 knots.
All right, let's get past the runway here. Clear up here at Zulu. Over to the cargo ramp. Bloomington traffic, FedEx 811's on taxiway. I'm lost. Where am I? Echo to the cargo ramp. FedEx 811. Alright. Wing ice off. Alright, so we're on weather radar here, which really isn't much for ZIBO. Never really see much. Although we did have something showing up there. Alright, checklist time. Flaps I know need to be on their way up. Probe heat, we'll keep it on for now. And stape trim to 4 units, he says cautiously. Huh, looks like the stape trim's not moving. Alright, let's see what we have down here in cargo. Usually I didn't turn the strobes off. Usually I kind of look at Google to see how it looks there. I didn't do it this time, so kind of see what they're giving us here. Seriously, just straight in? Alright, now it is time to Google. They do split it. Okay. That's kind of funny. Kind of tough to split it when you put all that cargo right there. So we'll go straight in. Now we'll kind of get over here a little bit. All right, we're in the blocks. All right, folks, welcome again to Bloomington. Glad y'all could join us. And again, thank you so much there, Iron Condor, for the subscription. Really appreciate it. And appreciate the work you do over on your stream as well. All right. Let's shut this thing down, shall we? Let's make sure we got everything. Weather radar, lights, position, APU, stape trim. Did we get, now we'll get the probe heat. And oh, excuse me. There we go. And finally, APU is on. So we got the blue light again here. So we'll go down, down, lead. Come up here, move the AC/DC switch, and yep, I can already hear Hawker head banging to ACD. See? And we're in. All right, transponder to standby. Okay, and finally we are set and ready to take a look at this flight. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's see what we did. Since I didn't get to see it on the landing, Sim toolkit. Wow, 150. I got close to that -1 there, Iron Condor. Folks, I really did like that landing. I'm just gonna say it. I'm about ready to pull the metrics up for you here. But I can tell you, I liked where it landed, where I was able to put it. Yeah. That was funny. I saw something with a FedEx. All right. Finish the flight, so that way it gets into the logbook. All right. So what you do is look for your flight. Any of these flights, folks, I can go back and see what I did. I'm going to do the latest, obviously. There's the route we flew. Quick snapshot of details. Little more in depth here. Here's the landing report. All right. So we landed 935 feet down the runway. That's actually right on target, folks. And I'll show you here in a second. And unfortunately, that there's a negative to the landing. I was 11 feet left of the center line. Coming in at 155 feet a minute, 132, a little slow, but yeah, I'll take this landing, folks. Okay, real quick for new people to aviation, here's the threshold. You're not even supposed to taxi in here, folks. This is just to protect the grass. And should you go off, it gives a little bit, but you're not supposed to plan on this. Anyway, white line's your threshold, and then each of the stripes here, folks, hash marks I like to call them, are 500 feet down the runway. The landing zone, I believe, ends, yeah, right there. So that's what pilots judge their landing on. Were they in the landing zone? However, they also judge how close they get to these aiming bars. They're about 1,000 feet down the runway, most runways in the U.S. Overseas, they can get a varied distance, but here it's usually around 1,000. So we pretty well succeeded on that. But we didn't succeed getting it to the center line. The wind just pushing too much for us. And as you can see, the ideal is 20.9. We were 16 degrees on our heading. So you can see how that northwest wind was really pushing us, compensating, pushing, and all that we were doing. All right, so that is awesome. And disconnecting from VATSIM. Let's see if we can, I mean, I've not been having good luck here again with the replays. I think we're going to do pretty good here. All right. Hang on a second, and I've had people say they love it when the engine sounds are up. How about that? Compromise. Let's take a look at how the profile looks this far out, then we'll speed it up a little bit. Folks, what I just did in X-Plane and the replay, that is in the box. You're not adding an add-on to it. You're not starting it wherever you want. It comes with it. Now, the fact that we're still kind of beta-ish in X-Plane is why sometimes we get crashes to desktop. So they're still working through a couple little things. Microsoft users, you got to download a program, start it up where you want, and then it works just like you're seeing me. But until then, but I could go all the way back to Memphis and see our departure, taxi, startup, whatever. That you can't do very easily in Muslims. Yep, I was crabbing, just didn't come out of the crab too well. And that's why I kept going that way. All right, that's a good landing. Wow. And there you can see how offset I was. All right, let's have a little fun looking at these. The Hawker 125 camera as he's clicking off shots of it landing over the threshold. See what it looked like from this way on the taxi. Nice. All right. From Hawker's seat, wow. Don't think we woke him up. On. Welcome to the airport. All right, let's take a look at see what we can see up front on it. Look at that, folks. right on the landing area. One more view. Let's see how the tower works. Hey, that was not where I was expecting it. And again, folks, welcome into Bloomington. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you did, and you're new, I'd love you to click follow and follow us along. Tomorrow we'll be back in Europe. Gonna try the A320, but we may switch up to ZIBO. We'll see. But folks, again, it's been my pleasure. I hope you all have a great day. Iron Condor, thanks for the subscribe. Sure appreciate it. So, I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday. And as you've seen from time to time, we've had a verse of the day popping up. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Pretty short one, but it's out of Colossians, out of the first chapter there, verse 17. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. That is God, folks. God knows your past, your future. You ever curious, why don't you just give a prayer and see what he's willing to offer you? Because free will, folks, still plays a will in the game. Again, and he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. With that, folks, I really hope you have a great day, great night. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get a little bit of an earlier jump. I do have an appointment that came up after I set the schedule, so I'll have to attend to that, but afterwards we'll be in the air. Folks, God bless you all. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.